Greetings, friends and crafters, and welcome to Carol's Craft Cottage. I'm so delighted to have you join me today as I share another project and tutorial using the Cottage Girls Junk Journal and Cottage Girls Fussy Cut set. So I just wanted to mention that if you are following along with me and you already purchased your Cottage Girl kits, to go on over to the My Porch Prints Facebook site and join there. There's a lot of freebies there, and one of them is this, and it's things to include in a junk journal. Now, I'm not an expert on making junk journals. I've made 3, and they were all the same kit, basically. I did do each one a little bit different, but this will give you an idea of what to include in your junk journals. And there are lists of created items, hardware that you can use, embellishments, and then papers and ephemera and art media supplies. So this is basically a checklist. You don't have to do all of the things that are listed here. These are ideas for including things in your junk journal, and I find it's a handy thing to have, especially when I'm not an expert at this. So let's go ahead, and I thought you might find that helpful if this is your first go around with a junk journal as well. So for today, I'm going to be making these little tag holders, and you can make them my way that I'm showing today, or you can leave it blank in the back and paste it inside your junk journal. I'm going to be tucking these in pockets, so I did not do it that way, but remember that you can leave this blank and you can glue it in your junk journal. Now, I used a die, and I will link it below. It's rather large die. It's this one right here, and it comes with the backing piece to hold your tags, and then it comes with 4 different, I'll show them to you, 4 different tags, and it also comes with the decorator piece for these pieces here that flip up to hold your tags. So here's the decorator piece right here, and then it comes with 4 different tags. Now, you do not need to have this die to create this tag holder. So it comes with this tag, and there's 2 pieces so that you get to do your backing and your designer paper. There's this pretty tag. There's this one with the scalloped edge. So this is kind of cute because you get the scalloped edge and then you get the reverse on the inside. That's kind of a cute tag. And then this one right here comes also with the set. So you get 4 different tags, and that's what I did. I used the 4 different tags. So I'm going to show you my project, and I did it 2 different ways, and I'm going to show you how to do the way that I liked the best. So like I said, this is going to be tucked in a pocket, so I just have it tied with just a little pink ribbon. I think that gives it a little feminine look, and it pulls out like this, and you see all the cute little girls in here. So the size of the girls for this are the first page in the Cottage Girl Fussy Cuts. It's the smaller girls that I used in here. And you can see how cute these tags are, and there's plenty of room for journaling on the back. And again, I used the florals that come with the Fussy Cuts to decorate. Here is this one. And My Porch Prints has some journal words, and I purchased one of the journal word kits, and that's what you see on the tops of these tags the journal words. Here's this one. And here's the last one. All right. And I put the word journal on here. And when you turn it over, I just decorated it like that. I put a girl on each panel, and then it just slides together like that. And I put the word journal on both sides of this one. And I'm keeping the journal on this side, and I will tie that up later. Now, I tried this a different way, and I like this the best, so I'm going to show you how to do it this way. So here we have the little ribbon. And the reason why I like it this way is when it opens this way, you have a girl, a tag, a girl, a tag. And I like the way this looks better. I'm not sure why, but I do like it better. And then it's the same thing on this side. I have a plain sheet, a tag holder, a plain, and a tag holder. And I like this a lot. So like I said, if you want to glue this into your journal, then you would not put anything on this side. All right, so let's get started. Now, if you're going to purchase this die right here, you are going to need a large die cutting machine. I have a Sizzix Pro. It's the biggest one you can have. I think it's called a Sizzix Pro. It's not the Big Shot Pro. It's the biggest machine. Let me see if I can see what it says on it. It's just called the Sizzix Big Shot Pro. I've had mine for quite some time, and I love it. Occasionally, I have to have my husband tighten the handle on it. But yes, for big die cutting, that's what I use. And so this is what I use to cut this out. So you need a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock. So I have some white cardstock, so that's what I cut this out on. And if you fold your cardstock in half, you will be able to get two and cut it at one time, and it just fits. So I did cut two with my die, and I had hardly any scrap paper after I cut it. So you're going to want to do that. You're going to cut one of these. Now, when you get it cut, then you want to make sure that you fold everything 2 or 3 times so that it's nice and flat. Because remember, we're trying to keep our journal embellishments kind of flat because we want to have a lot of paper in the journal to be able to write on. So you're going to make sure you're going to use your bone folder, and you're going to go over this, and then you'll flip it to the back side, and you'll burnish it again. And then on each of the folds, you're going to burnish it this way. Then you will flip it back, and you will burnish it this way so that it will fold easily. Okay, and it'll be flatter. Then the die comes with a tab on this side, but then you have a tab on this side, and I use that to create the pocket. So this one is going to go up with this in, so that's where I'm going to start. But before you do that, you want to distress ink around everything if that's what you like to do, and make sure you do all your folds before you assemble it. So we are going to assemble this, and I'm going to put some glue as soon as I unclog this. You're going to put some glue along here. And then you're going to put a little line of glue on this side. Don't be too wide on it because that tag needs to fit in here. And then you're going to fold it up. Now, if you want to do this the way that the first one I showed you, you would not cut these apart. So what I did is I snipped to the score line to create these. And what I do is I flip them over. So this is my first one. And then this one's going to be under. This one will be here. So this is what we're doing. We're staggering the pockets. And don't go too heavy on the glue. So we're going to fold this one up. Okay. And then this one's going to be on this side. So we're going to flip this over and we're going to create the pocket on this side. Excuse me. So if you don't have a die, you can create this yourself. And the way you would do that is you would cut, let me measure that for you. You would cut a piece of cardstock. Okay, it's 6 inches wide because I told you you could get 2, right? 6 inches wide by 11 inches long. So that is without the tab. If you want the tab in there, you can always cut one yourself. You're going to cut it 11.5 inches wide. And then the tab is a 1/2 inch. So you could score here at a 1/2 inch. And then you're going to score, so you would score at a 1/2 inch, 3 1/4, 6. Let me see, make sure I get this right. You're going to score at a 1/2 inch to get that tab. Then you're going to score at 3 1/4, 6, and it looks like 8 3/4. And of course, not that way. And then the score line on this side is going to be at 4 1/2. And then you would cut up on these if that's what you want to do, or if you like the way the other one was, you would just flip this up. And then you could use a hole punch going halfway down on each one of these. And then you could cut away your tabs on here. If you don't want to put the tabs, then you're going to cut at 11 inch and score at 2 3/4, 5 1/2, and 8 1/4, and you will be able to create this without the die. And then the rest of it is basically what I'm showing you here. So let me see. I think I did all my pockets. Yes, I did. All right, so we're going to decorate this. And what I did is, prior to the video, I did do this so it's not too long. These are on the paper that is in the journal kit. And I printed this on the presentation paper, not any cardstock. This is on paper because I don't want this too bulky. So this is 2 1/2 by 4 1/4. And these are going to go on these sides of this fold out tag holder. So you're going to distress ink around the edges of this, apply your girls and your flowers, and then you're going to insert it in here. Going to glue it in here. So right in the middle. And I do put some stickles on my flowers and the flowers on the dresses. So here is my other girl. We're going to put her on this page. Gonna go right in the center. Okay, and now we're gonna go ahead and put the tags in. Now you can see the tag. The larger die was cut on cardstock, and it was on printed cardstock from the paper in the junk journal collection. And then I cut the second smaller die to put on the top on some paper. And then I put the little girl, I put a word, and behind the word I have some cheesecloth, just to give it a little soft feminine look. So this is ready to go. So this is going to go in my little pocket. And sometimes you have to be really careful on the glue spreading. So sometimes you have to open up your pocket a little bit because it's a tight fit for that for this tag. Not so much when the whole thing is up. There we go. We're good. Then this is the piece that was cut out. That's part of the die. Now you can just measure this, which is 1.5 by, it looks like 2 3/4. So you could cut a piece of this and then punch it with your hole punch to fit this if you're following along with me and don't have the die. You do not need to purchase the die. And we're going to put this one right here. And you can see I did do some stickles on that flower. So on this side, we're going to stick this girl in here, in this little pocket. Like I said, you need to open them up a little bit because they fit tight. Here we go. Going right down in there. And again, I used a word, and there's some cheesecloth behind it, and the girl. And then this is the designer piece of paper to go on top of this pocket to decorate this fold out. And that's ready right there. And we're going to just stick this little word on this side. And it says joy. Like I said, it's from one of their word collections. All right, we're going to go on the other side and we're going to do this. So we have 2 more girls. These are the ones for the places that do not have the pockets. I'm going to put her here. And then this one. And now we have another tag. I'm going to put it in here. I got to open my pocket up. There we go. Once you get it in there, it'll be easier second time around. All right, this one isn't going all the way down. Let's see here. Okay. And then if you, as you've seen here, I had my pocket pull up a little bit. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue right down there. And then we're going to put, let's see, it's this one here. And I chose this paper, this little blue flower, because she has blue in her hat and dress. So we want to match it. That one's going right there. And then we have the last pocket for this tag. And this one we don't have any problems. Let's go one more time. Here we go. Yep, that one's right in there. And then we're going to finish this last piece to decorate the pocket. And then I have the word love. And I'm going to put it in the middle of this tab right here. And then you fold it up. And let's see, we're going to fold it this way because I want the tab on this side. I mean, you could do it any way you want. So I would do it that way, and I would take my ribbon, which I know it's around here somewhere. Oh yeah, right here. Take some ribbon. I used pink for this. And then you're just going to tie a bow, and this will slip into a junk journal pocket, or it can be glued inside a junk journal. And then you have all those tags to journal on. Need just a little bit more ribbon on that one side. And here we go. Super cute, right? Adorable. Let's see, we want to see her face. And that's it. We just cut this off. And we're finished. So I've started a little basket with all my embellishments and little things for my journal in it, and it's getting pretty full. So the next project I might be doing 3D with this kit. And I think I mentioned I was going to do a purse and a candy holder and maybe a notebook. So I also need to make the Tim Holtz luminary. One of my subscribers here has asked me to do that and show her how to put the flowers, the peony flowers on it. So I will be having that come up soon as well. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you learned how to put this together and how to make one without a die. If you have any questions, you can leave me a comment below. Don't forget to mash the notification button so you get notified when I have uploaded a video. And if you're not a subscriber, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. So remember, until next time, to sprinkle kindness like confetti wherever you go, and happy crafting. Bye-bye now.